All right, hey ladies, I'm in the laundry room doing my laundry. So yesterday I was talking to a pregnancy center and they actually have free childcare while you take a parenting class, which I think is really cool to be able to have someone watch your kids while you're learning how to parent your other kids. I remember my husband and I did this when we had our first home birth. We didn't have childcare, but we had taken our kids with us, and they were so well behaved, our last two, that I didn't even really, I told them to sit down, be quiet, while we all listened to the group of people talking about home birth, and they did. They were really good. They had some books. I think someone got them a stuffed animal. But they sat there quietly, and they were fine every time we took them with us to take home birthing classes. So you can teach your kids to sit down. You can teach them to be still and be quiet. I want to say they were young. Let me see, probably, yeah, like 3 and probably 4 years old. They were young. So you can teach your kids. Even in church, I taught them to sit quietly, and they did. They didn't act up at the grocery store. They didn't act up wherever I took them. They didn't act up, and I used to get a lot of compliments. And my neighbor, my elderly neighbor Mary, she used to say, I always told my grandkids, we go into the store, you touch anything, you ask for anything, and we're out of that store. And she said they were always easy to take out her grandkids wherever they went because they knew they meant business, her and her husband. And they weren't fooling around if they acted up. And this is so different compared to so many kids today who have behavioral problems. I have an aunt, and when she came over with her son, he actually pushed my son. He actually pushed him down. And I had to say, and this was really difficult at the time, but I had to say, you're not welcome over here anymore until you can straighten out your son. And her son was about the same age as my oldest. So at that time, I think he was 6. And he was already jumping out the window at night, running away. And he was already like at Toys R Us, running out the door, and the police had to be called to find him. They had to shut the store down. I mean, I remember thinking, what is wrong? Why isn't he getting corrected for this? And then they had to put bars on his window. This is a little kid, and I thought, I'm not dealing with this. My kids better just listen. So, yeah, I think childcare is cool if you want that. So that's another resource with mothering if you want that.